Hello and welcome back to another Computer Sluggish tutorial. In today's video we're going to clean up our computer in 5 minutes. It's a new year, so why don't we give our computer a nice new fresh start, as if it's new again. To start off with, we're going to remove all our desktop shortcuts. You really don't need them down there, as you can simply go down to the search box in the bottom left hand corner and just search for the program. Obviously, having shortcuts on your desktop does slow down your computer slightly on boot up, as it has to load each shortcut onto your desktop. I know it won't really improve much speed, but it does have a little bit of an impact. If you really badly want, you can always drag the most important ones down to your taskbar, simply by dragging and just dropping it down, like I just did then with Chrome. Straight away, if I go to my file explorer, you can see my hard drives are rammed. Let's really get that down. To start off with, all you need to do is head on over to the link that's in the description below, and you will end up on a page that looks like this. Once you're on this page, you need to simply press download, and you need to wait for the file to pop up and go save file. And once it's finished downloading, we can run the setup file. You now need to deselect install Avast Security, and we're going to go install. Once it's finished installing, we're going to simply run CCleaner, and straight away, as you can see, CCleaner's added a shortcut to our desktop. We don't want it on there. Let's just delete all those shortcuts, because like I said at the start, we don't want them on our desktop, and you will end up with hundreds, as a lot of programs on their install, they like to just throw them onto the desktop. You now need to go through CCleaner and select all the programs you would like to clean. Preferably just select everything. Even all your passwords, your forms, absolutely everything. Obviously remember what your passwords are, because if you lose them, then it's going to be a bit of a pain to get back onto your emails. Let's just go ahead and select everything. Don't worry about all the warnings, as they're absolutely fine. We're going to deselect wipe free space and custom files and folders. Let's go across to applications and do the same again. And Thunderbird. Just keep going through until you've finished selecting everything. Once you have finished selecting everything that you want to remove, personally we want our computer to be nice and fresh, so if you select as much as you can, that will be great. You can either do a analyze or just go with the full clean straight away, which is what I'm going to do. And as you can see, it's now cleaning my computer. And once it's finished cleaning your machine, straight away you will see how much rubbish you have cleaned off your computer. I have cleaned 2.8 gig off my machine. That is a huge amount of rubbish. That was just clogging up my computer. You now need to head on over to registry, and we're just going to do a scan on that as well. Once it's finished scanning, you then need to press fix, and you need to do a backup of your registry. A lot of people will argue that registry cleaners are no good and they don't do much. I personally, I've always used them. I've never had a problem with them. And I do see a slight increase in performance by doing a registry clean. Once you have finished fixing all the issues in your registry, we can now go across to tools, and we now need to uninstall any unnecessary programs. Simply go through all the programs that you have not used in ages, any games, any web browsers. If you've got multiple web browsers, why have 3 when you can just use 1? It's basically as simple as that. Once you've uninstalled all the programs that you don't use anymore, we can go across to Startup. And we now need to disable any programs that we don't need to boot up with our machine. For example, CCleaner Monitoring wants to boot up with my computer. I don't want that to boot up my machine. That's going to slow my computer down. All I need to do is press disable, and it will not boot up my computer anymore. Go through all of the programs that boot up with your machine. You should basically only have a antivirus program booting up with your computer. Anything else is just garbage that programs have automatically added to your startup list. Once you've finished doing that, we can go across to our browser plugins and remove any unnecessary plugins. For example, if I go to Firefox, straight away you can see there's loads there. just delete all the ones you don't use. I can tell you now, I probably don't even use half of those plugins there. Once you have finished doing all that, we're now going to close CCleaner and we're going to search for defrag. And we're going to defrag our hard drive. This will basically speed up our hard drive. It will put everything in order like you would in a library. You'd have A to Z. It's going to reorganize everything on our hard drives, which is really good. If you've got more than one hard drive, do this on each hard drive. It may take a couple of hours to finish, but it really is worth it. I hope this tutorial helped. If it did, hit the like button below and subscribe for more computer sluggish tutorials.